Fortunately, Miami couldn't pull it off last night. So we're going to look at some stats, some deeper dives, and then we're going to look at playoff scenarios. Let's jump into this. What is up, Finn fans? Hard fought game. I'm literally recording this maybe half hour, 45 minutes after the game was over. I sat down, had some pizza, took a breath, decompressed a little bit, threw my hoodie on. Soft. All of this hoodie, soft. And we're going to look at the playoff scenario. Now, the Dolphins, even losing to the Bills, beating the Bills would have obviously drastically shot up their playoff chances, right? Right now, we're sitting at a 69% chance of making the playoffs. Would have shot it up. Also would have helped win the division. That pipe dream is now gone. So we're going to look at playoffs, all that stuff. But first, we're going to look at stats and where the Dolphins are, some of their leaders, right? Tua Tagovailoa, 3,238 yards, 24 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 107.8 passer rating, 64.8 completion percentage. Some people are blaming Tua for the loss last night. I don't see it. Did he miss some throws? Yes. Was he forced into plays that were dumb? Yes. Was he the reason the Dolphins lost? Hell no. You kidding me? Like, are we not going to talk about the drops? The Sherfield drop touchdown? Like, he should have 3 touchdowns. Like, are you kidding me? You kidding me? Come on. Tyreek Hill, 109 receptions, 1,529 yards, 7 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, 62 receptions, 1,117 yards, 7 touchdowns. I think Jalen Waddle is the first Miami Dolphin wide receiver to have back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving seasons in his first 2 years. Good for him. Jalen Phillips. We still have 3 games left, and he has 7 sacks. Should have more, and this is where my gripe with Josh Boyer comes in, because I've noticed this last night. There's a lot of times where we needed to generate some pass rush. We needed to get after Josh Allen, and he wasn't out there. He was either dropping back into coverage or he wasn't out there. Bradley Chubb and him should consistently be on the field trying to get after the quarterback. So many times they dropped him back into coverage, or he's on the sideline. Should have more sacks than 7. But he has 7. A lot of people were calling him a bust. He has 7. Melvin Ingram, 6. And Bradley Chubb has 8, but he only has 3 with Miami. Rushing's getting better. I'm not going to really look at those stats. Offensive line's playing better. It sucked. Last night's sucked. It hurt. But now we're going to look at the good old-fashioned playoff machine. We are going to look at scenarios, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Miami win the rest of the games, right? So I'm going to pick Miami to win the rest of the games, but I'm going to at first I'm going to pick how I think the games are going to go. We'll also look at the New York Times thing with the percentages, but right now this gives us a nice clear path of where we're sitting at, because right now we're sitting at the 6th seed because we lost. But I'm going to pick Miami winning the next 3 games, and I'm going to pick it like I see the season. I'm obviously not going to touch the NFC. Maybe I'll do it real quick. Like here, I think the Falcons will win. I think the Steelers will win this one. Eagles will win this one. Chiefs will win this one. I see the Packers winning this one. I see the Giants pulling this one off. I see the Bengals winning this one. Broncos pulling this one off. I see the Cowboys winning this one, right? But now it comes down to games that matter. Lions heading to the Meadowlands, or whatever it's called now, to take on the Jets. Patriots heading to the West Coast to take on the Raiders, and the Titans taking on the Chargers. I personally think the Titans will win this game. I think the Patriots will win this game. And I think the Jets will win this game. Now, unfortunately, you see the Dolphins are now 4th place because there's a 3-way tie at 8 and 6. And, I think it's conference record. The Dolphins aren't in there, right? This is what's going to happen. I'm going to predict it for you. This is going to happen. If the Jets and Patriots win, and this happens, you're going to have Jet fans and Patriot fans coming out of the woodwork being like, Dolphin fans, you're not even in. Welcome to the basement. Oh, enjoy your time down there. It's going to happen. Just ignore them. They're petty. Move on. We'll go to week 16 here. I honestly don't see the Jets losing to the Jaguars. I see the Ravens beating the Texans. I see the Titans beating the Texans. Ravens beating the Falcons. I see San Fran beating Washington. I think Detroit will beat the Panthers. This is a good one. Don't be surprised if the Cowboys win this one. Bears lose to the Bills. At this point, Bills can do whatever the flip they want. They don't matter to us. I see the Raiders beating the Steelers. I think the Browns will beat the Saints. Chiefs will beat the Seahawks. I think Baker Mayfield wins this one. I see this happening, this happening, this happening, and this happening. Then Dolphins beat the Packers, and look at that. Right back in the playoff seat. So, again, just got to win the next three. Go down the line. This one, I see Cowboys winning this one. Again, these are going to be real quick. I see the Falcons probably winning this one. Who cares? Eagles, Tampa Bay, Ravens. You know what? I'm going to go Browns with this one. Surprise you there. Lions winning this one. San Fran, Jags, Chiefs, Vikings, Chargers, Bengals. See, if we would have won last night, boom, we would have been the first seed if we win this game, and Giants here. Now, this is going to be an interesting game, especially because the Jets go to the West Coast, but just for playoff scenarios, I'm going to have the Jets win this game, and obviously the Dolphins need to win out, right? As of right now, with the way I picked it, the Dolphins, I think, clinch a playoff spot as of right now, with the way it goes. So again, let's click over to this one. This is week 15. So I had the Patriots win, Jets win. I say the Titans win, right? Knocked out of the playoff spot. We're in last place. Then week 16, I had the Jets winning. I had the Ravens winning. I had the Bengals winning. I had the Dolphins winning. I had the Chargers winning, right? 7 seed. 64%. Week 17 here, I have the Ravens winning. I have the Dolphins beating the Patriots. I have the Chargers beating the Rams. And then, where's the Jets? Jets over the Seahawks, right? So we're at 76%. I apologize. I thought it would be more of a lock. And then Dolphins win here, they're in. So again, come here, none of this matters. If the Dolphins beat the Jets, this doesn't matter, right? Patriots win, don't matter. Bills win, it don't matter. It just changes the seed here, depending on what happens here and here. That doesn't matter. Chargers, where's the Chargers? Broncos win, cool. They lose, cool. Doesn't matter. Dolphins stay in there. This only matters to the Jets if the Jets stay in the playoffs. Same thing with the Ravens. If the Ravens win, boom, they win the division. If the Bengals win, boom, they win the division. So in my scenario, the last game of the year for the Ravens-Bengals is for the AFC North. That doesn't matter to the Dolphins. The Dolphins just need to win. Let's go back. Let's say that the Jets lose. Don't matter. It don't matter to the Dolphins. The Dolphins have to win the next 3 games, and they're in. Plain and simple. How do you do? Good night, Irene. Plain and simple. Now let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that the Dolphins don't, right? Say that they drop to the Packers. They're still in. Jets won. Dolphins won. Dolphins won. Even if the Patriots win. They're still in. The Miami Dolphins, and even the Chargers still win. If the Miami Dolphins lose to the Packers, but beat the Jets and beat the Patriots, they are still in the playoffs. So they can even lose to the Packers and still make the playoffs. Let's switch it up, though. Let's say the Dolphins lose to the Patriots. That's where it hurts. If we lose to the Patriots, then all of a sudden we need Buffalo to win to get into the playoffs. That's where all of a sudden we don't control our own destiny, is if we lose to the Patriots. So plain and simple, just plain and simple. Let me make myself bigger. Plain and simple. This is all the Miami Dolphins have to do. They just have to win. Plain and simple. Now, is there a scenario where the Dolphins can clinch before? Let me minimize myself again. I did it too quick. Is there a scenario where the Dolphins can clinch beforehand? Right. Let's see. So the Dolphins beat the Packers, and the Dolphins beat the Patriots. Right. So I don't think that matters. I think if the Dolphins, this don't matter. Yeah. So the Dolphins can clinch week 17. So again, it doesn't matter. The Dolphins can clinch week 17, even with this week being hot garbage for the Dolphins, like the Patriots and Jets winning this week, and we get knocked out, and everyone's like, enjoy your time not making the playoffs. Expect that. Even with the Jets winning and the Chargers winning week 16, the Dolphins can clinch if they win next 2 games. And does this matter? No. And the Jets and Chargers lose. So if the Jets and Chargers lose in week 17, the Dolphins can clinch. So there's multiple ample opportunities. The season isn't over. And the fact that the Dolphins played the Bills the way they did, as hard as they did, it came down to a field goal. It came down to a pass interference. It came down to Josh Allen, a QB draw for a huge amount of yards. At the end of the day, if the Dolphins win, and again, they don't even have to beat the Packers. If they beat the Jets and the Patriots, they're in the playoffs. If they beat the Packers and the Patriots, and then the Jets and the Chargers lose week 17, they're in the playoffs. Just win. That's all Miami has to do. Plain and simple. If you want playoff scenarios, here's Miami Dolphins playoff scenarios. Win. That is it. They completely control their own destiny. Starting 8-3, completely control their own destiny. They just need to win. That's it. Just win. That's all. So if anyone's like, hey, who should we root for? Dolphins winning. And then when week 17 comes, if everything falls into place and we can clinch, then I'll answer those questions. But as of right now, just win. But other than that, I'll see you guys Tuesday. I might have a video planned for you guys tomorrow, Monday. But definitely, no, I can do the film breakdown tonight. So you'll have a film break. It's going to be off. Dolphins got a nice little cushion. They're going home. And they got, a little bit of an extra day before they face the Packers on Christmas Day. Again, I'm not live streaming that unless my wife's like, go ahead and go live stream it. We're not planning on doing anything today or whatever. But yeah, film breakdown tomorrow. It's going to be interesting. It's going to hurt, but it's going to be interesting. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Evans up.